beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I didn't make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jones. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 19-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. A first carry for the second-year man. It's Najee Harris. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Throwing Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 35 on second down, Jones into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Open man here is Gentry. Touchdown! Zach Gentry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. .51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got his man, it's caught. For a Steelers touchdown. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. Here's Jones on the return. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll toss to Harris. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Now this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Are things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Pickett. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And it's, of course, his game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. He's got this to Pickens.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Pickett now on first down.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And right side, Henry's got it.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Jacoby Myers really came into his own as New England's de facto #1 wide receiver last season. They led the Pats in catches and yardage and really showed what he can do as a top target and a safety net for his young quarterback.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should... attempted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Try him with Pickett here on third down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They'll throw again with Pickett. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some wins.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The Patriots send out their punter.